Muskoka here, and today we're bringing you another video. But today we're bringing you a Christmas edition of TTMs. So, starting off with the first one, got a card here. This individual was born March 11th, 1966, 6'1", 205 pounds. Played for Los Angeles Kings, New York Islanders, Toronto Maple Leafs, the Mighty Ducks, Boston Bruins. And he was drafted 245th overall in 1985 by the Buffalo Sabres. So who do we have here? We got Ken Baumgartner, notably known for a tough guy, played a total of 696 games, scored a whopping 13 goals, 41 assists for a total of 54 points. But what he really shined on, of course, was his penalty minutes, a total of 2,242. So the other thing, although he was known for his knuckles, he was also a smart individual. And in 1994, he was elected vice president of the NHL Players Association, where he established the collective bargaining agreement between the NHLPA and the NHL in the 1994 to 1995 season. Moving on to the next one. We'll put him over there. The next individual, born March 22nd, 1940 in Noranda, Quebec, 5'9" tall, 163 pounds, played center, shot left, played for the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Hartford Whalers in the NHL, and in the WHA played for the Minnesota Fighting Saints, the Indianapolis Racers, and the New England Whalers. So who do we have here? We have, just realized that. I don't know if you guys can recognize that, but this is a sweet return. We've got Dave Keon in a Heroes and Prospects card and in an older card here between him and the Chicago Blackhawks. So that is two really sweet returns. I'm going to put Mr. Keon up there. Oh, didn't want to do that. I got to get him behind the Santa Claus. So a little bit more about him. He won 4 Stanley Cups playing with the Leafs between 1961 62, 62 63, 63 64, and 66 67. He was named team captain in October 31st, 1969, where he succeeded George Armstrong as the captain of the Maple Leafs. Some other interesting facts about him. He won the Calder Memorial Trophy in 1961, the Lady Byng in 62 and 63. He was part of the All-Star game in 1962, 63, 64, 67, 68, 70, 71, and 73. He also won the Conn Smythe in 1967 and was elected into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1986. His NHL totals. 1,296 games played, 396 goals, 590 assists for 986 points. Now we're moving on to football. And this particular individual played linebacker, born in 1964. Went to Fort Atkinson High School and went to Western Michigan in college. He was drafted in 1986 in round 2 with pick 52 by the Miami Dolphins. He was named Defensive Rookie of the Year in 1986, First Team All-Pro in 1990, Second Team All-Pro in 1986 and 1988, and 5-time Pro Bowler. Who are we talking about? You guessed it, I'm a Miami fan, so I had to go after this one, and I got it. We have John Offerdahl with a sweet little signature there. We'll put that one up there. So recently, I know he's been involved in the restaurant business. I think he had a bagel shop and another restaurant as well. Next individual, born September 9th, 1936, 5'9", 182 pounds. Defense, played for the Rochester Americans and the Toronto Maple Leafs, also the Oakland Seals and the Detroit Red Wings. So who am I talking about? We are talking about the great Bobby Baun. Signed in silver Sharpie there. And over here, that's a great little autograph on a Maple Leafs card. Look at that. Sweet. I'm glad he sent them to me. So he was actually awarded an honorary doctorate of law from the University of Ontario in 2007. And he was inducted into the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame. So Bobby Baun played 964 games in the NHL, registering 37 goals, 187 assists, and 224 points, and also 1,491 penalty minutes. So one of the greats that played for the Leafs for sure. And let me see, I think that's about it that I have on him right now. So we'll put Mr. Bobby Baun up there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Next one. Now we're moving to a goalie. This goalie was born in 1970, 6'3", 221 pounds. Played for the Washington Capitals and the Tampa Bay Lightning, born in Germany, and was drafted 19th overall in 1989 by the Washington Capitals. So who do we have here? Ole the goalie Kolzig. We got a few cards here. I sent him 5 and I got 5 back. In blue Sharpie, some great looking cards, all with the Washington Capitals here. And that is pretty sweet. You gotta love these goalie poses, and very generous of him to send me back 5 cards with these wonderful autos. So a little bit about Ole the goalie. He won the Prince of Wales Trophy in 1998, the Vezina Trophy in 2000, and the King Clancy Memorial Trophy in 2006. In the NHL, he played a total of 719 games, 303 wins, 297 losses, 63 ties, a goals against average of 2.71, and a save percentage of 9.06. So we'll move that away. 2 more to go, folks. This particular individual was born in 1980 in Sweden, 6'1" tall, 190 pounds, played left wing. And he was drafted by the Vancouver Canucks, 2nd overall. So I don't know if you guys have guessed it, but this one is Daniel Sedin. So I sent them 3, sent me back 2. Nothing wrong with that. Sent it back really quickly. 2 great autos. You know, I'm sure he gets lots of requests. So 2 autos is pretty sweet in my opinion. He won gold in the 2006 Turin Olympics, silver in the 2014 Sochi Olympics, and won gold for the European U18 Junior Championships. So a little bit more about him. In 1,306 games played, he scored a total of 393 goals, 648 assists, and 1,041 total points, and was just recently inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. He also won the Art Ross Trophy in 2011 and the King Clancy Memorial Trophy in 2018. And I think that's it. And the last one, we're moving on to a member of that was born in Czechoslovakia. Born in 1978, 6'1", 214 pounds, played defense, and played for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Boston Bruins, Carolina Hurricanes, Montreal Canadiens. So I don't know if you guessed it, but we have Thomas Kaberle. So funny enough, I usually have lots of Leaf cards. I actually didn't have a lot of his, but there's a nice little autograph. He was drafted 204th overall by the Leafs in 1996. He won a Stanley Cup with the Boston Bruins. Won a bronze for Czechoslovakia in 2006 in the Turin Olympics. In the NHL, he played a total of 984 games, 87 goals, 476 assists, for a total of 563 points. Like I said, he won the Stanley Cup in 2010 to 2011 with the Boston Bruins, and he played in the All-Star Game in 2002, 2006, 7, 8, and 9. Now, an interesting fact about him, and it was seen on the news before, during COVID, we were all struggling, and his wife was running a Italian restaurant in Toronto. So he was taking out delivery orders, and there's my dog. So take care. See you next time.